Okay, YouTubers, this is the Angry Prepper. Thank you for watching the Angry Truth channel. So today's video, we're going to talk about the cashless society, or movement rather, is here. Now, you guys see my other videos on this whole cashless society and how bad it's going to be for preppers and how bad it's just going to be in general. I think the cashless society is just a bad fucking thing. The ultimate reasoning for cashless society that people are not being told is to track everything and to also control what you spend and how you spend it. That is the main reason for a cashless society. But they give you the excuse of, well, it stops the spread of germs. It'll stop illegal activities. It'll stop kidnappers from trying to get ransom from people. It'll slow down the sex slave trade industry, which it won't at all. That industry won't even fucking blink at it. They'll just keep moving forward. The kidnappers will figure out another way how to get ransom out of your family. They might not be able to get cash, but they will ask for something else like a cryptocurrency of some kind, right? So again, guys, all of the excuses they use for cashless society is bullshit. Other than transactions are slightly faster than cash, clearly, I mean, if you're at a store, how much faster do you want it to be, right? But if you are online, you don't deal in cash anyway. And yes, it is slightly faster, but not by a lot that you have to get rid of it. Now, guys, the cashless society is starting to get tied into something called the ESG. ESG is environmental social governance. This is how they're grading businesses. This is how they're going to grade people on how they move around the world using ESG. Now, ESG right now, if I'm not mistaken, is just an American thing, but they're looking to govern and track and tell you how to move around the world, because the cashless society, guys, is not, the cashless society is going to be tied into the ESG. So an example, you live in a 15-minute city. You travel 20 minutes to a store because you were looking for something you wanted to nibble on. Cheese and crackers. For some reason, there was no cheese and crackers in your area, so you left the area. You went 20 minutes outside. You try to use your debit card or whatever cashless society bullshit they want to use then, and they're going to tell you, nope, you traveled 20 minutes outside of your area. You caused this much in your carbon footprint, and we can't allow you to buy this. Go back to your area. Right now, that's a bit extreme, but that's the direction they're headed in. Now, a lot of people don't want to believe this, the extreme of a lot of things going on, guys. No one wants to fucking believe it. Everybody wants to be like, they're not going to go that far. We didn't think they were going to go that far with telling us what to do with an arm ticket. A lot of people did not see it coming. When I told people they were going to force us or fire us, people were like, that's not going to happen. You're getting carried away. Look what happened. When people said people were going to turn on you for not getting inoculated or not putting a thing in your arm, people said that's not going to happen. And what happened? They created another division within people and told people, those people that didn't take the arm ticket, they're your enemy. And what did we have? We had stupid fucking celebrities singing songs about how the unvaccinated are evil. Right? So again, guys, if you're not prepared to think or have more of an imagination of what could happen, you're going to get lost in the mix. And then when it hits you, you're going to sit there and cry because you're going to sit there and say how shocked you were. I couldn't believe this. Nothing at this point other than a fucking naked alien dancing in the sky is going to surprise me at this point. Nothing else is going to surprise me, because this is the direction they're headed in. More control. It's all about control. It's about nothing else, guys. Listen, the cashless society, guys, and the ESG combined is just a bad combination, right? So again, they track how far you go, where you go, how many times you've gone somewhere, how many items you bought, how many repeated items you bought. So if you bought, I don't know, fucking 8 Sony cameras, they're going to be like, why does he need 8 Sony cameras? Meanwhile, you're doing some kind of production in your home, but they don't care because you're using too much plastic to be, you're using too much plastic with the camera you're buying. Meaning, every time you buy a camera, they got to make more of those cameras. They got to use more of that plastic, and more of the plastic is bad for the environment. So they're going to sit there and go, whoa, you're trying to buy number 9? They're going to definitely block you on that. Whoa, you want to buy firearms? Well, according to our records, you have 5 guns. 2 handguns, 2 rifles, and a slingshot. whatever, you know. And so they look at that way and they're like, well, why does he have so many weapons? Oh, he can't buy another one. And so they block it. So if everything goes through a cashless society, guys, everything is tracked. Everything can be controlled. They can shut it down. Now, obviously, if you go to a gun store and for whatever reason that gun store is still taking cash, you can circumvent the system by just giving them cash. But by cashless society, guys, that means there's no cash available, and the only way to make money or pay off anything is through your cashless apps. That's it. And that's how they control you. The carbon footprint, guys, that's something that's not new. It's been around for a couple of years, but a lot of companies are playing this game now with your carbon footprint, and they'll sit there and say how you could save the planet better, right? And you'll play this game, you'll sign up, and they'll track everything you do. Okay, so did you went to Tahiti? Well, you traveled, 6,000 miles or whatever it is on this plane that spews this much fuel in the air. You could do better. How about you take 2 less trips next year? And this is the kind of game they play. And then they give you those virtual badges, which are super gay, Like, listen, anybody, I want a virtual badge. I feel good about myself. You're fucking retarded if you think that, whatever. I don't want to get into that. Because I know, like, when you do things, you get virtual badges for almost everything you do now. And people get excited about that shit. I'm like, you get excited about a virtual badge, you need a fucking smack in the face. Or, I don't know. I think those are the most retarded thing in the world. People get happy. They're like, I got a virtual badge, and they're showing their friends, and then they're even worse. They're fucking sharing it on Facebook. Oh my God, that's just that in itself is fucking idiocy at its highest. They're just like, wow, today I saved 5,000 miles in fuel cost, and then they put it on Facebook. If anybody has a virtual badge and they share it on Facebook for whatever reason, tear them the fuck apart. Please, because it's the stupidest thing ever. Because people get excited over that. The dopamine thing. I don't want to get into the whole dopamine, because that's definitely something that they strive for with those virtual badges. Oh, he did good today. And you get a thumbs up fucking hand. I'm going to stop because it's just going to make this fucking video worse. Anyway, guys, this is not going to work out well. People are going to sign up for this, and they're going to sit there and go, well, I want to save the environment, so I'm going to be part of the cashless society, and I want my carbon footprint to be tracked. And before you know it, guys, this generation and maybe the next, they'll be giving out virtual badges and accolades and maybe some incentives. But then the third generation after that will start being told what to actually do. But it'll be suggested. So not my generation, not my kids, but my grandkids' generation. They're going to be told what to do. But it'll be a suggestion more than what they're told to do. And they'll be like, well, we suggest you guys don't take as many trips as you did last year. And they'll be like, okay. So now their kids, or maybe their grandkids, will be told you're only allowed to take 3 trips a year. And if you take those 3 trips a year, you can only go a certain amount of miles. Or they might even put it in mileage so that, maybe it's not 3 trips a year. Maybe it's 2,000 miles worth of trips. Maybe it's in a car, an electric car, whether you fly a plane or a boat. And if you fly a plane or you take a cruise, they're definitely going to calculate that as fuel being used because there's no electric fucking cruise liners out there, at least not that I know of, right? There are no electric planes. Maybe in our great-great-grandkids' lifetime, but not now, right? And so again, guys, this is the game they play. They're slowly controlling us through decades. Now, Yuri Bezmenov, I'm going to do a video on that. He stated that they're definitely controlling us through way of false information because we're seeing it firsthand. But that takes decades for it to happen and to kick in. And we're seeing it now. We're seeing the benefits of it, if you will, according to the left-leaning people or the elites. They're seeing the benefits of it right now. Because, again, the amount of misinformation we're getting, guys, is just bad. And now, when right information comes out, or real information comes out, people are fighting it. That's not true. The white lady who was in the news for fucking taking a bike from the kid, right? According to them, she was trying to steal the bike from this kid. And the interesting shit is the morons of the world believe that. A 6-month-old pregnant lady took a scooter, was trying to take a bike from a group of kids. Secondly, whether she was pregnant or not is irrelevant. The fact that she decided to walk up to 4 or 5 black kids and take the bike from them is highly unlikely. And the fact that they were both fighting over it. But then, anyway, she has proof that she paid for it. She has proof that she paid for that bike and put it back and then paid for another one. Receipts. But people like, those receipts are fake. Even with real information, people don't want to believe it, right? And so this whole cashless society, guys, we're going to be lied to between now and our great-great-grandkids. They're going to be lied to about this and how great it is and how it's going to change their lives, and it's going to make the world a better place, and it's going to save lives. It's going to create less illegal activity. All bullshit. It's all about control. That's all it is, man. Control. Anyway, guys, this is The Angry Prepper. Thank you for watching.